Hey everyone, Tyler Sindrotto here. I'm a partner in Midwest Accounting and Tax. We're a relatively new accounting and tax firm. We've been doing a lot of social media outreach here lately through Facebook and Instagram. We decided we'd make the jump into the world of YouTube and give some introduction to who our firm is and who we are, and give a little bit of insight on what services we offer and how we can potentially help you, your small business, or help you in your tax preparation services or your planning services. So just kind of mention again, I'm Tyler Sandretto. I'm a certified public accountant, one of the two partners in the Midwest Accounting and Tax firm. My other partner is Brianne Mayberry. Brianne and I have known each other for well over 2 decades. Both grew up in the small town of Gillespie, Illinois, a town of about 3,000 people, about an hour north of St. Louis, Missouri, and about an hour south of Springfield, Illinois. Both of us met, became friends, graduated from Gillespie High School, home of the miners. From there, we went on to Blackburn College in Carlinville, Illinois, where both of us graduated with accounting degrees. And then from there, we kind of took some different career routes. So you have Brianne, who's had a lot of experience working in public accounting firms for over a decade. She's also had some controllership experience. And then you have who I always make the joke that even though I'm a certified public accountant, I've got all of about maybe 30 seconds of public accounting experience. Um, Outside of having my undergrad in accounting, I also have a master's in business administration from Southern Illinois University out of Edwardsville, Illinois. I come with well over a decade of experience in manufacturing, construction, health services, logistics, just kind of a variety of different industries that I've been in. I've always stayed really big into tax, always super into tax, always figuring out somewhat of the best ways or what are some of the best strategies and planning to, save myself money, save money for those that I have that are friends or family, and, again, try to make sure they're using the tax system best for them. Um, Outside of business, I'm a dog dad to Snickers with my longtime girlfriend Cassandra. We both live in the Collinsville, Illinois area. Snickers is a great golden retriever. He was a former child therapy dog and who's now working to be our certified pup accountant. So feel free to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and you'll get to see some of the marketing materials that we use with him. It's great. Outside of that, I'm a big cheesehead, big Packers fan, if you can't tell. Trying to get this done on a Sunday before kickoff. Again, have to get this done before more important things come about. Um, Outside of that, one of my biggest hobbies is barbecue. Love barbecue. I've got 3 different grills in our house. Got a pellet grill, a charcoal grill, and then I have a gas grill. I've been thinking about moving into the world of maybe electric smoking or getting into griddles. So, um, you know, my longtime girlfriend questions why we need them all. I'm like, hey, they all serve a different purpose, and for those using the barbecue world, you know what I'm talking about. So, Brianne, from the professional side, Brianne, I hands down put her up in QuickBooks against anybody that's out there. She's had so much experience in it. She is, has all the certifications that Intuit can provide, um, and truly, she is basically our queen of the QuickBooks. And if you ever get a chance to work with her, you'll see that, and you'll see it quick. Outside of her professional life, she lives in Staunton, Illinois, with her fiance Nate and their 3 cats, Dinah, Cheeto, and Salem. Um, they're big video game aficionados. I know they have their own little video game room in their house. I know they spend a lot of time with the cats in. So, again, we're both two small town, really pet oriented individuals, and we've known each other for 25 years, which kind of leads to how we met. We met in second grade together. We were able to find a picture from our second grade class. So as you can tell, you have Bree that's there. It's kind of one of the running jokes that she's one of the taller ones in this pictures, but yet if we were to recreate this pictures today, she would definitely be probably one of the shorter ones in the photo. And then you have me, if you could tell in the middle of the picture, I'm saying something, who knows what. I never stop talking. Um, Still haven't stopped talking. So as you can tell, that's why I'm the one on YouTube and she's not. So we get into the why we decided to start this firm. We've again, we really enjoy the field that we're in. We notice that there's a dwindling number of certified public accountants out there. There's been a lot of difficulty in some small businesses finding support that they need. We hear all the time, I got in touch or left a message for an accountant and they won't call me back, or I get passed around to, who knows how many different people, or hey, I went this firm, but they want like 4 and 5 grand a month to do my bookkeeping services, and I just I can't afford that, but I still need the support. Um, and then there's outsourcing. We've got outsourcing worries there too. Just like a lot of industries, they're trying to, most of these larger firms are reaching out to other countries and utilizing their workforce to help do some of this bookkeeping services. And we're just not a huge fan of that. If you have a business, you have a business here, and you have a business that needs support here, then you need to find someone that is from here. And again, mentioning not hearing from your accountant. So we're really trying to fix a long-standing bad reputation that, unfortunately, I think this industry has developed over the past decade or so. So again, mentioned filling the gap. As of 2019, according to the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, 75% of all active CPAs are at or nearing retirement age. That is a huge chunk of licensed individuals, a huge chunk of expertise that's kind of on its way out the door. And to kind of make matters worse, those that are going into accounting programs, you get hit probably a peak from about 10, 12 years ago, to numbers that are dwindling to kind of all-time lows. So accounting isn't really viewed as the sexy part of the business industry. I think that gets more into finance, but you have people like Brianne and I that we truly enjoy accounting, we truly enjoy tax, and we definitely want to do what we can to help fill that gap. So kind of a little bit about our services. So, we offer a lot of business startup and growth guidance. We have people that come to us and say, hey, we're ready to start. Where do we begin? We have this dream. This is what we want to build. What can we do to get there? So we offer a lot of organizational structural guidance, whether it's, hey, you could work well in a limited liability company or a limited liability partnership or other items of that nature. And we can kind of help get a lot of that established depending on what you want to set up. We also help with a lot of administrative items too, like, hey, we need help with payroll, or what do you recommend for a bank or for a business credit card, or just offering what other sort of just kind of back office guidance you might need. Again, accounting and bookkeeping services. I know some people still kind of understand why the importance of accounting and bookkeeping. Um, there's a lot of different reasons, and some other videos will get into that. But again, one of the main things we work on is QuickBooks Online. Again, we help with setup and training. Even if you're on a QuickBooks desktop, we can help migrate you to QuickBooks Online. And it's kind of important that people see that there's a need to do that sooner rather than later, since QuickBooks Desktop, like so many applications, is no longer going to be serviced or supported in a couple of years, and QuickBooks Online will be the only way you can go. We can offer to have full service bookkeeping with reporting. I think there's a lot of people out there like, I understand the need for bookkeeping. I don't want to learn accounting. I don't want to do it. Can you do it for me? And can you help me see how the lifeblood of my business is going? And we can absolutely do that. We also have catch up and cleanup services. So we don't have any sort of judgment here. If it's been quite some time and you haven't touched your bookkeeping, or you're just not confident in what you have going on, and you're like, hey, I really need someone to look at my books and tell me what's right or what's wrong or what I can do different, we can offer that as well. Again, no judgment. We're not going to sit here and speak to you in technical jargon. We're not going to sit here and badger you to death or make you feel like you've done something wrong. All we worry about is getting you on the right foot. And of course, we offer tax preparation and short term planning, whether that's just for the individual who just has a W 2 job, is just working their normal day job and don't have a side business. Or again, you got a small business and you need to understand how to best leverage the tax code. We can help with that too, whether it's through preparation and planning, or again, we can do a lot of that preparation throughout the year to help you get ready for tax time. And again, making sure you're using the tax code to your advantage. And then we can also help with some business tax structure guidance and setup. There's a few different ways that you can make the tax code work best for you. I think the very popular one out there is called the S corporation. Again, I have some thoughts on that and how that can provide some benefits and some pitfalls in some later videos. So if you're wondering again, why us? Again, judgment-free zone. You don't know, you're scared to ask. You think you've set something up that's just bad, and you don't even know where to begin. Don't be. We're here for your success. We want to help you be successful in any way that we possibly can. Um, Again, we talk about some of that bad reputation we're trying to fix. We're really a partner you can reach. You have someone you haven't heard from. You're not going to find that here. The clients that we do have, I'm willing to give you a random number of any of them, and they'll say, hey, if we reach out to them by email, text, phone call, we're going to hear from somebody within 24 hours. Again, we really pride in the firm that we're going to try and build. We know who we want to work with, who we don't want to work with, and how we can best provide that support. So again, we want to make sure we're a partner that you can actually get in touch with. And again, we got experience. We're very confident in our experience. We have it to prove. I understand when it comes to your bookkeeping, especially for your banking and all the information that comes along with that and your accounting. You just don't want to hand it over to anyone. We get that. Our expertise, again, we know the clients that will fit with us. We know the ones that won't, and we're not scared to say no. And it's not that we're not no. It's just, hey, we may just not be able to take you on, or we're not going to be the right fit, or you may not be the right fit for us. We think there are too many accountants out there that are afraid to say the word no, and then they end up again making just a bad reputation for themselves. So we're confident in what services and skills we can bring to our clients, but again, if we can't, we're going to point you in the right direction of who can. If you want to learn more about us, you want to just have some questions, you're interested in wanting to be business partners with us and have a good collaborative relationship from bookkeeping, tax, or again, you just want to get some general insight, feel free to look us up. We got a QR code with our website, QR code which will link direct to a free consultation link. You can schedule with us whenever it fits best. Or again, Brianne and I can both be reached. There's our cell phone numbers. You can call us, you can text us, you can email us, whatever works best for you. Again, we're here for our clients. We're completely virtual, so we don't have office hours. Again, we're just here to figure out what we can do to help you be best successful. So again, I know it's a little bit of a long one. I just want to take some time to introduce us. I appreciate you all taking the time watching. There'll be some more videos coming out in the future. So hopefully you like what you saw and you like what we have in the future. And again, feel free to reach out to us and have a great day.